That's your forecast. This is BBC News. I'm Rebecca Jones. The headlines at 4. An explosion on a packed tube train in southwest London injures 22. Theresa May refuses to be drawn on the motivation for the attack.
I never think it's helpful for anybody to speculate on what is an ongoing investigation. As I've just said, the police and security services are working to discover the full circumstances of this cowardly attack.
Eyewitnesses say the blast set off a fireball in the train. There was a stampede as passengers fled in panic.
There was just layers and layers of people screaming. It was awful. It was just really traumatic.
The Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, says that there is a manhunt underway. Police in the station behind me are currently examining the evidence inside the carriage. And we also know that dozens of police officers are currently involved in looking through hundreds of CCTV images to find out who did this.
Good afternoon and welcome to BBC News. An explosion on an underground train in southwest London this morning is being treated as a terrorist attack. The train was packed with rush-hour commuters when the blast went off. It sent a fireball through the carriage. 22 passengers were injured, none of them seriously. The device appears to have been in a white container with a timer. The Prime Minister condemned the terror attack as cowardly, saying it was clearly intended to cause significant harm. She said the terror threat level would be kept under review. Let's join my colleague Matthew Price at the scene.
There have been 5 acts of terrorism in the United Kingdom in 2017. This, the 5th. In the previous 4, 36 people in total were killed. Today, thankfully, no one has lost their life, but 22 people have been treated in hospital. The police say many of them for flash burns as a result of the fireball which witnesses described running through the train carriages. People then fled. Some of them were hurt underfoot as they tried to escape what is a relatively small station at the peak of the London rush hour. Despite the fact that there were no deaths, of course, the political establishment here and Downing Street are not taking this attack any less seriously than others. There was an emergency meeting of the Cobra Committee called earlier today. The Prime Minister's statement, will be bringing you that in a little bit. But first, let's hear from my colleague Tom Simons, who rounds up what happened here and what the people who were on that train experienced.
8:20 this morning, a commuter captures this on camera through the window of a tube train.
Oh, is that bag's on fire?
It's still alight, the remains of a makeshift bomb left among the passengers.
Right, guys, let's get away and let's move right down the end of the platform.